Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing and ranking 9 K-Beauty and J-Beauty sunscreen sticks. As much as I love to review and test sunscreens, up until recently I really hadn't delved into sun sticks, and I was curious what they might be able to add to my routine. Originally I was hoping that I could use these to reapply sunscreen when I'm wearing makeup. I quickly learned that, at least for me, that is just not a good method of reapplication because sunscreen sticks have a somewhat balmy texture. I mean, it's almost just like a giant balm in a tube with sunscreen in it. Anything with that balmy kind of texture that you're putting directly on your skin and dragging across, your makeup just isn't going to stay intact underneath that. Still searching for the perfect way to reapply over makeup, but I have found a really good use for sunscreen sticks, and for me that is just for reapplying on days that I'm not wearing makeup. So I find them so handy to have on the go. I like to keep one in my bag or my purse because it just makes reapplication so easy and quick, especially if, let's say I'm in the car, I don't have the ability to wash my hands right away. A sunscreen stick allows me to still reapply without having to touch my face. I do want to thank Yes Style for kindly gifting me all but one of these sunscreen sticks. The Glow Recipe one is the only one that's not available on Yes Style, and they were also kind enough to provide me with a discount code for you guys. You can use my code SUNSARAH for 12% off your order, and that's valid for a month after this video goes live. So let's talk about these sunscreen sticks because these were all over the map in terms of performance. And I would describe my skin type right now as normal. It's really kind of right in the middle. I don't get super dry, I don't get super oily. So because of that, I really prefer something kind of in the middle as far as finish goes. I don't want something super dewy and glowy. Don't always love really matte things either. I kind of just would prefer something in between. And as always, I've ranked them from my least favorite to my favorite. So my least favorite in last place is the Cosme Suncut Prodefense Light Up UV Sunscreen Stick. This one has SPF 50 plus and PA 3 pluses. This one's kind of confusing because online in the description they say that this is a mineral and chemical sunscreen, but I couldn't find any other sunscreen filters in here besides zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. As far as I'm aware, this is just a mineral sun stick. It definitely looks and acts like a mineral sunscreen. And it doesn't have a strong scent, but I am picking up on the slightest herbal kind of scent, and I think that is probably coming from the sage oil in here. The problem I have with this one just leaves such a bad white cast, and it certainly does light up the face, which is, I guess, kind of what it's supposed to do, so if that's the look you're going for. On top of that, it is so incredibly greasy and shiny and heavy. It's one of those sunscreens that you can just feel sitting on top of your skin. That greasiness doesn't ever fully absorb or sink into the skin. It just sits on top and looks so shiny. So not for me. I don't really think I'd recommend this to anyone, honestly. So that's why that one is in last place. In 8th place, second to last place, we have another one from Suncut. This is the Suncut Prodefense Tone Up UV Sunscreen Stick. This one is actually a chemical and mineral sunscreen. It has zinc oxide as well as octinoxate, Uvinol A+, Tinosorb S, and titanium dioxide. Or actually they list it as titanium oxide. So the stick on this one is an opaque lavender color, and that lavender color is there to like literally tone up the skin. It's supposed to brighten the skin, and it definitely does in that it gives my skin like a lavender cast, which I don't find super flattering on myself, so I may just not be the target audience for this. I did rank this one higher than the Light Up because I like the finish of this one more. It goes on, I would say, moderately glowy, but it does feel like it dries down somewhat to a more skin-like finish. This one, I will warn you, it is heavily scented. It does smell just very perfumey. On the description online, this claims to be super waterproof. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, I would believe that it is water resistant because it does feel like it kind of sets up and forms a solid film on your skin. If you're looking for a tone-up product with a lavender tint, then I think this might be a great option. But for me personally, I just don't find it flattering. It's not one that I will continue to reach for. Ranking at number 7, this is the only one that Yes Style did not send to me. This one was actually sent to me in PR by Glow Recipe. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Dew Balm SPF 45. I actually really like the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops, so I was really excited to try this as well. This one contains SPF 45, it does not have a PA rating, and it only contains chemical filters, avobenzone, homosalate, and octisalate. This one does contain fragrance listed as parfum in the ingredients, and it does smell just lightly fruity, but to me it's a very mild scent. This stick, in contrast with the last two, is clear. Like, it looks like a clear glue stick. Kind of fun to look at. It feels very slippery to glide onto the skin. This one definitely contains some very emollient ingredients and leaves a very dewy finish on the skin, and that sticky kind of oily feel doesn't ever really dry down or absorb into the skin. Again, it does stay on top of the skin. So this is really for those of you that are looking for a glass skin look, even if that's at the expense of feeling a little oily. Maybe you have super dry skin and you just can't get enough moisture. You might love this one. So we have another all-chemical sunscreen stick. This is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Airy Sun Stick, which has SPF 50+ and a PA of 4+. It is an all-chemical sunscreen stick with both old and new generation filters. And those are homosalate, octinoxate, ethyl hexyl salicylate, Uvinol A+, and Tinosorb S. This one is fine, but not my favorite. I like it more than the Glow Recipe one because it doesn't make me look like I'm sweating bullets, you know? This one feels much more lightweight. I do think the name Airy Sun Stick is a nice name for it. It goes on feeling very thin. It does still have a little bit of a greasy feeling once it's on the skin that I personally don't love. It does feel like it absorbs into the skin a little bit more than the previous ones I've talked about. The finish on this one I still would describe as dewy. It does look a little bit oily on my skin, and so that's another reason why it's just not my top favorite. But despite that, it doesn't feel too heavy on my skin. It still has a lightweight feel. I think what really gets me about this one is that it smells so much like a chemical sunscreen. I don't like that smell. That being said, I'll still use it, you know, but like it's just not my favorite. Next up in 5th place, we have another all mineral sunscreen stick. And this one, to my surprise, I didn't hate it. It's the Benton Mineral Sun Stick. This has SPF 50 with a PA of 4+. It's another solid white sunscreen stick. This one, weirdly, the only sunscreen filter in here is titanium dioxide, so it doesn't have zinc oxide. I was under the impression that for a mineral sunscreen to be broad spectrum, it would have to have some zinc oxide in there too. I thought titanium dioxide was not enough on its own. But at the same time, the PA rating of 4+ means it should have high UVA protection, which I didn't think titanium dioxide in and of itself could offer, but I could be wrong. It goes on with a truly matte finish. Very matte, definitely one of the most matte ones in this whole lineup. Even though it is mineral, I don't get much of a white cast with this at all. Probably because it doesn't have zinc oxide in it, which is usually what gives a bad white cast. I do get a mild cast around the hairline and brows, so I have to just be a little careful in those areas. Now, if you have a much deeper skin tone than me, this is probably going to leave a cast on you. And this one's interesting because, like, once it sinks in, I would describe the feeling as emollient yet powdery. So it's a nice balance of not feeling dry. You know how some mineral sunscreens can feel almost chalky and dry on the skin? This one doesn't feel that way. It still maintains a velvety, silicone-y sort of slip to it. It just feels and looks very elegant on the skin, especially for a mineral sunscreen. Besides the Suncut Light Up UV sunscreen stick that was in last place, this is the only other mineral one I'm reviewing today, and I actually think if you're looking for an all-mineral sunscreen stick, this would be a great option to check out. Next we have one that, again, I don't love, I don't hate, it's just fine. This is from the brand Today's Cosme, and it's the Fresh UV Sun Balm Stick. This one has a light green, like a kind of a mint green color to it. It is an opaque stick, and this one is fragranced. It smells like green apple. This is another combination mineral and chemical sunscreen, and the filters it has are Tinosorb S, octinoxate, octocrylene, polysilicone 15, and titanium oxide. This one feels really balmy to me. Like, it feels like as you glide it on the skin, it deposits more of a thick film than something like the Isntree Hyaluronic Airy Sun Stick. I do think Sun Balm is a good name for this because it does feel like a balm. And even though this does have a mineral filter in it, on me it doesn't give any white cast, and I don't notice any white settling into any of my fine lines. I like that this doesn't have a very shiny or oily finish. I find it just looks skin-like, just somewhere in the middle. It doesn't really impart a finish on my skin, if that makes sense. But what I don't like about this is just that it feels a bit heavy on my face, and that's why I didn't rank it any higher. It just kind of maintains that kind of heavy, balmy, thick feeling doesn't really go away as you wear this. Okay, so we've made it to the top 3 honestly, you can just ignore all the other ones we just talked about because the top 3 are really just the best. I don't think you need to try any of the others. So in number 3, we have the Beauty of Joseon Matte Sun Stick. This one came out somewhat recently. It was actually a collaboration with another influencer, Glow by Ramon. This is fantastic if you are looking for a matte sunscreen stick. This one is also one of the most affordable ones. It's only $14. Now the prices on YesStyle, I feel like they're always changing and things are always on sale. So it was around $14 at the time that I made all these notes. So unlike the others, this one actually only contains newer generation chemical filters, and the same is true for all of my top 3. I think that's no surprise. Usually those end up being my favorites. But the sunscreen filters in here are Uvinol A+, Tinosorb S, Uvinol T150, and Polysilicone 15. This one is also fragrance-free. This one you can see is a pale, like greenish yellow opaque stick, and it goes on my skin with no cast. But this has a little bit of white residue that settles into my eyelids. And I've noticed that with, actually the same thing happened to me with the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, just the original face sunscreen that they make. Which isn't a huge deal, I can easily tap it out and I feel like it's not going to be noticeable unless you're like less than a foot away from my face. But it's still something I notice. But this one truly does go on matte. It contains silica, they say, to absorb excess sebum. And to the touch, as you blend it in, it has a really buttery soft silicone face primer-like feel to it. That very velvety, slippy feel. I would say this is especially a great option for oily skin. If you like something that leaves that sort of velvety powder feel on your skin, it doesn't feel very heavy either. So I really love this. Even as someone that doesn't have very oily skin, I still enjoy it. I've actually used a lot of this up already. And then in second place, I've been loving this one. This is the Goodal Heartleaf Cooling Sun Stick. This one has SPF 50+ and a PA of 4+. And again, this one only contains newer generation chemical filters, which are Uvinol A+, Uvinol T150, Polysilicone 15, and Tinosorb S. This one is a more hydrating option if you have more dry skin or you just like something a bit more moisturizing. I really recommend this one because it's hydrating without feeling gross and heavy and thick on the skin. This one is actually in a project pan right now. I'm trying to use it up. This is all I have left because it expires in like a few weeks. So I'm trying to race against the expiration date. This one is also fragrance free, and unlike the Beauty of Joseon, I don't get any white residue settling into fine lines. It goes on totally clear and invisible, and it feels very hydrating going on the skin. The other thing I really like about this and what's made it so great, especially for the summertime, is that it does have a cooling feel as you apply it to your skin. Not in a minty menthol sort of way, but it literally just feels cold as you apply it. I love that. It does have a dewy finish, though not nearly as dewy as like the Glow Recipe Dew Balm. For me, this is a much more manageable level of dew. It doesn't totally like dry down to a powder finish like the Beauty of Joseon one does. It stays a little bit tacky on your skin, but I personally don't mind it because to me it still feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy or like suffocating on my skin. Also, bonus points, love that this has refillable packaging. So if this ends up being your favorite, your go-to, you can just refill it. Unfortunately, as I'm filming this, it looks like this is out of stock on YesStyle. If you're watching in the future, it very well could be back on YesStyle, but I do see at least right now it is sold on Stylevana. And with that, we've made it to first place, and my top pick of this sunscreen stick showdown is the Isntree Onion Fresh Light Sun Stick. This has an SPF 50+ and a PA of 4+ signs, and I just was absolutely blown away by this one. So this one also is fragrance free, and it contains new generation chemical filters, Uvinol A+, Tinosorb S, Uvinol T150, and Polysilicone 15. This one also advertises a matte finish and sebum production control, and this one does contain, they say, zinc PCA to control sebum production. This one you can see comes in an opaque lavender stick, but I don't find it to leave a noticeable lavender cast on my skin tone. But that being said, if you have a deeper skin tone, I'm not sure. It might show up more lavender on you. Definitely has a lot of similarities with the Beauty of Joseon Matte Sun Stick, but the reason I put the Isntree Onion Fresh in first place is because this is just so unbelievably weightless on the skin. A lot of these I described as feeling heavy on my skin. This one couldn't be further from heavy on the skin. It feels very smooth to apply, and it absorbs to that kind of velvety silicone powder-like feel I keep describing a lot of these having. This has that same just powdery feel, but not drying in the slightest. And it doesn't leave a heavy, filmy feeling on my skin, which is just the thing that I've found bugs me the most about a lot of sunscreen sticks is just that heavy feeling. Because it's literally a sunscreen in stick form, there's going to be a balmy quality to it, usually. This one I find the most comfortable to wear. In the demo clips, I compared both of the Isntree ones side by side, and I thought it was interesting to see the difference. This one actually did seem to have a slight brightening effect on my skin. I think that is part of what that lavender tint is for, but it didn't translate like a cast to me. It just looked a little bit brightening to my skin in a flattering way. Now, I do want to note this one, similar to the Beauty of Joseon one, sometimes would settle a little bit into my eyelid, but because of that lavender tint, it wasn't noticeable on my skin. Like, I could notice it if I looked right up close in the mirror, but because the Beauty of Joseon one is such a light color, it ends up looking white in my fine lines. And I think just the elegance of the texture of this, the way that it just feels so lightweight and breathable on my skin, that totally outweighs everything. I just think this is far and away the best of all of these. That being said, I think if you have dry skin and you're someone that doesn't like a matte finish in your sunscreens, you probably wouldn't like this one, and instead I would go for the Goodal Calming Cooling Sun Stick. So that's a wrap on this K-Beauty and J-Beauty sunscreen stick showdown. Let me know in the comments, do you use sunscreen sticks? Are they a big part of your sunscreen routine? Or do you prefer a traditional squeezy tube sunscreen? Let us know in the comments. If you're hungry for more of my sunscreen content, I have a whole playlist of sunscreen roundups that I've done on my channel throughout the past few years. I also did a sunscreen lip balm showdown last year. I feel like that's another category of sunscreen that is so hard to find a good one. So I'll link that down below as well, along with my entire sunscreen showdown playlist. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!